This hour is presented by Affordable Kitchens and Baths. Visit them today at AffordableKitchensandBaths.net.
8:37 here on the Big 550 KTRS. Ladies and gentlemen, you saw her above the masthead on your local St. Louis Post-Dispatch, Kat Neville. Good morning, Kat Neville.
Good morning. You were above the masthead as well.
I know. How about that?
It's pretty cool.
It was pretty neat.
Yeah.
You and I will be linked together forever.
I think that's probably true at this point.
Fair enough. Publisher of Feast Magazine, you got a couple of restaurants for us to check out each week. You are sponsored by Jimmy's on the Park, 762 Munn in Clayton, 725-8585, or their website at jimmyscafe.com. You can download the Jimmy's Cafe app for your smartphone. Just go to the App Store and download Jimmy's Cafe on the app. Good morning, Kat Neville.
Good morning.
What do you got for us?
All right, so there are a couple of places that industry folks are raving about and are very excited about. One of which is brand new, and the other has been around for a little bit, but not, years and years. So anyway, the first spot I want to talk about is the newly opened Libertine, and they're calling it a neighborhood eatery. But Josh Galliano is in the kitchen. It's brand new. It's in Clayton at 7927 Forsyth. And what I love about this place is it feels very fresh, meaning that they're using local, pristine ingredients in a new and very interesting way. They have a great boutique wine list. And they also have a really fantastic cocktail list. And actually, when I was there, I had the Tom Waits for No Man made with rye that was produced here from 630, still 630. It's their Rally Point High Rye. And then a house-made vermouth, some Fernet, and then also house-made bitters. So they're doing, again, just very kind of classic stuff, updating it with things that are house-made, things that are local. But the food itself, I was really excited to see that Josh was really kind of playing with things that are unexpected on this menu. For example, he has a she crab soup that is also has it's kind of garnished with a blue crab spring roll. Some chili, and then sherry pearls, if as it were. They also on the meat section there are crispy pigtails, and he has country fried foie gras, and then there's also
country fried.
Yes.
Foie gras.
Yes.
Foie gras.
Say that 10 times fast.
I can't. Okay.
So foie gras obviously is
the liver,
and it's been fat. It's a fattened
liver from a puppy or something.
No, not from a puppy. From a duck or a goose.
Okay, all right.
McGraw.
Duck, goose. Okay.
Right. And this actually is served because it's very, very rich, especially if you're going to fry it. And if you've ever had foie gras, it's almost kind of like meat butter. It's very, very creamy and smooth, and again, very rich, fatty.
Right. Okay.
This is served with preserved lemon, some arugula, and then also a truffle aioli. So it's a very balanced dish. He balances that richness out with other great stuff. He has on here also, where am I? So I like to go and have things that I've never tried before. And so when I saw this on the menu, it's the bone marrow and uni. And I was expecting it to be a hot dish, and it wasn't. It was really interesting. It comes out on a thick cut piece of fantastic bread, and you've got the bone marrow and the uni, both are room temp. And it's served with just a little bit of a vinaigrette, and it's a very interesting dish. And if you are attracted to those ingredients, you should definitely try it.
What's it called?
Bone marrow and uni.
Bone marrow and uni.
Yes. So uni is sounds
like a cop show. It's CBS. Bone marrow and uni tonight at 9.
Okay, you're cracking me up. Anyway, so uni is, it's not starfish. It's I'm blanking on it right now. I hate that when I do that live on air. It's something. I'm going to remember. Somebody's going to call Frank right now and tell me exactly what UNI, Andrew. Anyway, and on the veg side, they have tons of fantastic veg dishes. We talked about shishito peppers last week. They have those on the menu. They're fantastic, great to get as you're perusing the rest of the menu. They have this wonderful grilled mushrooms dish, which have king mushrooms in a broth. Ooh. And it's with sunchokes and a lardo and cocoa puree. And and then also a dashi broth. Thank you. It's sea urchin.
Sea urchin.
Yes, I wanted to say starfish, but it's sea urchin, which is they have like the little they look like a pin cushion. So you flip them over, and when you open up the bottom, that's where the meat is. So the insides, you kind of scoop it out. It's very creamy. It has a really mild, slightly.
Whoever would have thought to eat that?
Well, I mean, you don't eat sushi. If you ever go to a sushi restaurant, it's something that you'll get, and it's very distinct and it's beautiful. So it's exciting to see.
Libertine.
Yes.
And it's Merrimack and Forsyth right there in Clayton. Libertine. All right, what's number 2?
Okay, number 2 is like comfort food with a twist. And this is a place that you'll find chefs and bartenders and everybody kind of hanging out. It's the Quincy Street Bistro at 6931 Gravois, South City. And I had been hearing about it for a while, and I didn't have a chance to stop by, but Rick Lewis is in the kitchen, and he's doing really fun stuff. And this is like he does a lot of things off the menu. When I was there, he had a pork head toasted ravioli. You know, I mean, he's doing really fun stuff.
All right.
They're doing, let's see, what else? They have a pimento cheese.
I love pimento.
Skins where rather than doing just a regular, kind of like potato skin, they make a house-made pimento cheese, which is a very favorite of kind of Southern cooking, which has obviously kind of like red peppers and all this kind of melted wonderful cheese inside of the potato skins. They are also doing, on the sandwich side, they have club sandwiches. They have a catfish po' boy, a green tomato po' boy, tons of burgers. But what I really enjoyed, they have a meatloaf that has
nothing
kind
like
of
a good meatloaf.
Totally. It has a lot of really great kind of like a bacon flavor to it, but it's glazed. And so it has kind of this really kind of sweet, smoky, kind of meaty flavor going on. It's really, really lovely. And then I had also I really like catfish. And so he did a fried catfish, but he actually, he soaks that in beer before he fries it, and it's really good.
Quincy Street Bistro been around for a while?
No, it used to be a bar. I think it was Johnny's is what they said it was. Right. And so the family kind of bought the space, rehabbed it,
right.
And it's super casual. I mean, you go in and there's music playing, and there's games on the TVs above the bar.
So it's a classic neighborhood joint.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really just a hangout. But the food is interesting, and so it's things like fried catfish and meatloaf, but it's done with a kind of a chef, with a chef attention to detail, and the ingredients are really great quality.
How about that? Quincy Street Bistro, 6931 Gravois, right by Quincy Street, and just south of Loughborough there.
They make everything they make in-house except for, and I mentioned their toasted ravioli when I first started, but every single thing is made in-house except for the toasted ravioli, which is made by a guy that is down the street. So, I mean, it's very, very local.
I got 30 seconds. What's going on with Feast Magazine?
Blues Week is this weekend, and we are sponsoring the Barbecue Battle Royale. It's 3 days of head-to-head whole hog barbecue competition. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Where is this going to be?
It's going to be Memorial, the Soldiers Memorial downtown.
Okay.
And it's going to be tons of amazing music, obviously, but this is the first year that they're going to have 30 teams from home cooks to restaurant owners. Anybody who kind of qualifies for this is going to be in it, and you're absolutely welcome to talk to people during the competition. All the money raised goes to fund the building out of the National Blues Museum.
Where do we get tickets?
If you go to feaststl.com and go to our events section, all the information that you need is there, but the event is free to attend.
Beautiful. Fantastic.
Yes.
Good barbecue. Nothing like good barbecue in downtown St. Louis.
I know.
Kat Neville with Feast Magazine, Libertine.
Yes.
Libertine in Clayton and Merrimack, and then Quincy Street Bistro, 6931 Gravois. Have a good week.
You too.